Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Jared here for another video. This is my first concert in 3 years, Scorpions in Tampa, Florida. Now, just a little backstory. We were actually going to go see Scorpions back in 2020 in Las Vegas for the residency. Gonna fly all the way over there. But obviously COVID happened and basically the whole residency got rescheduled and we ended up not going. The residency happened this year, I believe. But yeah, this concert, I went with my dad, and definitely something that we've always wanted to do. Scorpions are one of my favorite bands, and Scorpions are his all-time favorite band. Over at Amalie Arena, I've never been there before, so I was interested to see how that was going to be. Drove over there. This was my outfit. I went with my blue Scorpion shirt, and this was actually a tour shirt from 2020, basically the tour we were supposed to go see. It's in like downtown Tampa, and pretty much the arena I think is very nice. Nothing crazy, pretty much what you'd expect from any sports arena. It really reminds me of like Amway Center.
Five? And what size? And you're all set?
Let's just say the merchandise, there wasn't a lot of merchandise, but they had a few shirts and then like a keychain and a hat and everything. I ended up getting this shirt. It's kind of my tradition when I go to concerts, getting a t-shirt from the merchandise stand, but it always has to be like a tour shirt. I want the tour shirt with my city and my venue on it. So luckily we got that. Didn't really know what to expect. I mean, they released their album earlier this year, a new album, Rock Believer. Definitely had some good songs on it that I liked a lot. The opening act was Thunder Mother. I've never heard of them, and honestly was pretty shocked when they came out and it was an all-female rock band from Sweden. And I thought that they were like okay. I thought the lead singer had a pretty good voice. Didn't think the lead guitarist was that great, but I mean they were okay for an opening act. They said they were going to be doing some autograph signings at the merchandise stand after the Scorpion show. And yeah, Whitesnake was originally supposed to perform, but they pulled out. I'm not 100% sure why. I know David Coverdale's been having a ton of vocal issues. They've also been around for a while. Anyway, so as far as the crowd goes, I wouldn't say it was a sellout. There's definitely some patches, but for the most part, I felt like most of the seats were taken, which was cool to see. The venue holds like over 21,000 people. This is where the Tampa Bay Lightning and the NHL play. So yeah, after Thunder Mother played, they played for about, I don't know, half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. And after that, when they were changing up the stage and everything for the Scorpions, this big Scorpions banner came down, and everybody was just waiting for the show to start. So eventually the house lights went down and they started around like 8:15, I believe. House lights went down and I was really interested to see how the intro is. I feel like, in my opinion, the best parts of rock concerts are always like the very beginning. That's when the energy is the highest for everybody. So yeah, it was interesting what they did. They actually started playing before you could even see them. Like the banner was still up and everything. And then next thing you know, the banner comes down and you're expecting to see the band, but there's actually another banner behind it. And it said something like, "Who's ready to rock?" And then that banner came down and they're already started playing Gas in the Tank. And I looked right at Klaus when I saw him. And I was just like, oh my God, it was just really awesome to see him in person and just surreal. I never knew if I'd ever be able to see the Scorpions, at their age and everything. But yeah, they started off with Gas in the Tank. And that's a song that I never really was a fan of from the new album, but after hearing it live, I immediately became a fan of it. That's pretty much what did it for me in Gas in the Tank on that one. And Klaus's voice, and I'll say this for the whole show, absolutely awesome. Don't think he's using any vocal enhancers or I don't think there's any enhancers for any of the band members. I think it's all natural, and I think Klaus has preserved his voice very, very well. It's really incredible that he's 74 at this point, and doesn't sound like majorly different than how he did back in the day. And his energy is good. I mean, he's not gonna sit there and like do backflips on the fucking stage, but like he does it. He runs around a little bit, and he has his cowbell and he has his tambourine and stuff, and he's interactive with the crowd, getting them to sing and stuff. And then they moved on to Make It Real. My dad was excited about this one, Make It Real, classic Scorpion song back in the day. And then they moved on to The Zoo. One of their most famous songs, and that was really cool, especially with Matthias's talk box solo. And The Zoo, I think, is my brother's all-time favorite Scorpion song, so that was really cool. And throwing in like a major classic super early in the set. And all right, then you move on to Coast to Coast, which was really nice. Coast to Coast is cool, instrumental. And Klaus brings out the rhythm guitar and they all play the song together, and then all four besides the drummer come out to the front of the stage and play together, and that's always a classic Scorpion staple. And then next was Seventh Son. another one from the new album. And this is one that I actually forgot about, but I did like it when the album came out, but after hearing it live, I like it even way more. Seventh Son, definitely like one of the main highlights of the entire concert for me. I thought they killed that song, and really awesome to hear. And then they move on to Peacemaker, another one from the new album, which is, a good performance. And then they moved on to Bad Boys Running Wild, and another one my dad was really excited about, just one of the classic old ones. And then next was Delicate Dance, which was Matthias's guitar solo. This one was a little strange for me just because, and please, if you know who this was, comment in the section below. But there's some like rhythm guitar player. I don't know who it was, but just some guy that was on rhythm guitar during this solo. And at the end, Klaus said thank you to so and so, but I couldn't hear who it was. I have no idea who this guy was. It wasn't Rudolph, obviously, but I even looked online and I couldn't figure it out. I was wondering if it was like a guitar tech or something. I don't know, but that was a little strange. I was wondering about that. Next was Send Me an Angel. Was probably the most beautiful portion of the concert because slow ballad song, and just they had the house lights coming on the crowd throughout the whole song, which was really cool, and the whole crowd singing along, just really really beautiful portion of the concert. And then good transition onto Wind of Change. This one was very interesting because Klaus actually basically dedicated it to the Ukraine, and he actually changed up the lyrics to more fit the whole Ukraine, Russia narrative and everything. And I even saw a couple people in the crowd with Ukraine flags. Wind of Change, I think that probably got the biggest pop of the whole night. Next was Tease Me, Please Me. The thing I remember about this song specifically is there was a guy that was a few rows down from me that was so into this song. And then next was Rock Believer. This is my favorite song on the new album, the title track, and absolutely amazing performance. And I'm just so glad that I got to witness them play that song live. Next was New Vision, which is a bass and a drum solo. So pretty much Mickey D's drum solo was very good. I hear such a bad rap on drum solos, and I will say, man, the crowd went nuts at the end of that drum solo. People really love Mickey D. So then it moves on to Blackout. Favorite Scorpion songs, and this song automatically reminds me that something else I want to talk about this show. I thought the lighting on the show was amazing. The light show was just so good from start to finish. It was one of the first things I noticed. And then moved on to song number 15, Big City Nights. Another one of those Scorpion songs, all time top Scorpion songs. And this actually ended the main set, and then they came out for the encore and did No One Like You. and then finished it out with Rock You Like a Hurricane, of course. They're obviously going to play that. I mean, I wondered the last time they didn't play Rock You Like a Hurricane. Obviously, everyone knows that song, even if, pretty much if you're not even a Scorpions fan. But yeah, really quick show, I'll say. About an hour and a half. Maybe the shortest show I've ever been to. But I knew that going in, that it was only going to be like an hour and a half, and it's understandable at their age and everything, and they're trying to preserve themselves. I still would have liked maybe a few more songs, but overall, fantastic show. So glad I went. Everybody was great, and yeah, that's pretty much all I think I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.